Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We are doing the SmackDown review episode. SmackDown kicks off with Seth Rollins. He sits in the pipe bomb position and cuts a great promo. He uses Paul Heyman's line at the end of the segment, saying this isn't a prediction, it is spoiler regarding him winning the triple threat match between him, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk at WrestleMania. So we shall see. Again, it is in my opinion that Paul Heyman does turn on both men and aligns himself with Seth. So we'll see how that happens and what happens in that. Up next, we have Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We saw Ray Phoenix come out first, and then they hit us with a quick little commercial thing. And then back to the ring, they had Shinsuke come out, and the ring was already filled with everybody else. And the Andre the Giant Battle Royal starts. The last three men in this ring would be Ray Phoenix, Carmelo, Hayes, and Andrade. Ray Phoenix was going for a top rope move, but we got an outside interference from El Grande Americano. Out of nowhere, he takes out Ray Phoenix out of the match, and then we're down to Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. Great back and forth action between these two guys. If you guys remember that 7 match series between them for the number one contender back in 24. These guys put on excellent ring work, and we were not disappointed for the very few moments we got to see them in the ring together. Carmelo Hayes, though, would ultimately win. The Miz would come back to celebrate with Melo. And then after this, we are shown Rhea Ripley walking towards the ring area. Then Rhea comes out. She cuts a promo regarding her triple threat match for the women's title at Mania. Io Sky's music would hit. She would make her way down to the ring, and before she could even speak, Bianca Belair's music would hit, and she would come down to the ring, cut a promo. And surprisingly, Naomi's music would hit, and she would make her way down to the ring, cutting her promo, which would lead to Jade Cargill coming down to the ring. Um, Once Jade got into the ring, eventually, Naomi would attack Jade from behind when her and Bianca were getting into it. This would lead to a bunch of action. Bianca and Rhea would get into it. They would start getting to all of these women would be on the outside area. However, Io was still in the ring, and she would hit a move over the top rope onto Bianca and Rhea, taking both of those women out. So great action between all these people, and then backstage we are cut to see Ray Phoenix. Chad Gable comes up and talks his shit, which leads to Dragon Lee coming up and defending him. Then Chad Gable continues to go in on him, leads to Rey Mysterio coming into the picture, and Ray proposes a six-man tag match for later on tonight. So he says he's going to go to talk to Nick Aldis about that. So we are set for that later on tonight. And then back to the ring, we are set for our WWE Tag Team Championship match between Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits. A great back and forth action for what we got in the time period. But as I said in my preview episode, DIY, of course, interferes in this match. They grab the tag team titles and they leave. And then backstage, we are cut to a segment with Chelsea Green in Nick Aldis's office. And all of this is led to the six-woman tag match that was supposed to ensue tonight. Instead of that, we are going to get a one-on-one match between Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega, and no Secret Hervis at ringside. And then backstage, we see DIY trying to walk away with the tag team titles, but Aldis and security come up to stop them, which leads to the Profits and Motor City also coming into the picture. Aldis takes the titles and announces a TLC match for next week. So we are set for an amazing TLC match between these tag teams. I cannot wait for that match. That is going to be an absolute amazing match. One definitely to remember. Can't wait. But back to the ring. Randy Orton's in the ring. He issues an open challenge for WrestleMania Sunday. So who could it be? And then backstage, Damian Priest says he's done answering questions, and he gives a statement to Drew McIntyre for their match at Mania. Back to the ring, we are set for some action with Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega would pick up the victory here, and then after this, we get a LA Knight promo, which then leads to LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu would interfere during this match. LA Knight would win by disqualification, but LA Knight was getting attacked by Jacob Fatu, which led to Braun Strowman coming out to make the save, which led to Nick Aldis eventually coming out and making a tag team match for them right now. LA Knight, Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, with the winners of this match being LA Knight and Braun Strowman. LA Knight would get, pin Solo for the victory. Fatu and LA Knight would stare each other down. LA Knight was outside the ring during this time. And then after this, we are set up to get the LWO with Ray Phoenix versus I'm sorry, American Alpha. Ray Phoenix, Ray Mysterio, and Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable, Julius Creed, and Brutus Creed. The winners of this match, great back and forth action between all these superstars, but the winners of this match, of course, Ray Phoenix, Ray Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. And then we get a video package for Roman Reigns, Seth, and Punk. And then back to the ring, Cody Rhodes makes his way down, followed by John Cena before Cody can even get anything out from the mic. John's music hits and he makes his way down. He cuts a great promo, which Cody, of course, fires back. And then John Cena would fire back and then try and attack Cody. But Cody would counter and hit him with the crossroads. After that, we had a few moments left of SmackDown, so of course they couldn't just end there. They hit us with a preview of each match that's headed for this weekend's WrestleMania. And then we got a quick replay of what happened in the ring, followed by SmackDown ending with Cody Rhodes at the top of the entrance ramp holding the title high. So we are on full-fledged course to WrestleMania. I can't wait. I'm going to hit you guys with a preview of the first night real soon. So make sure you'll hit that subscribe button down below. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.